Okay, so let's get started with this conversation class. Well, it's a session to be talking about a certain topic. So we have 22 minutes to be talking about this, so let's do it. Okay, so I know you have had problems with Zoom platform, but now we did it, and let's get started. Okay, so this session is about getting a job. Okay, we commonly watch a video at the very beginning, so let's watch it. So sorry, let's do it again.
My favorite question to ask in an interview, and I ask it a lot, is why? So why did that motivate you? Why was that a disappointing experience? I really want to understand, not just what happened, but why it happened and what's important to that person.
Understanding the role you're applying for is really important to standing out at an interview. So being able to articulate back to a leader around your understanding of the role, the research you've done around the company, and how your skills are relevant to that role is really important.
For me, a candidate stands out during an interview when they demonstrate good listening and good verbal communication skills. What I mean by that is listen to the question and articulate your answer in a concise manner.
In an interview, I like to see honesty, authenticity, professionalism, personality, and definitely listening.
The best question I've received from a candidate applying for a role is how our values are aligned across the business.
The best question I've ever received is questions about what I'm looking to develop as a leader.
The biggest mistake you can make as a candidate is not to attend the interview at all. So if you're running late, give the interviewer a call. I'm sure they can always reschedule.
Final piece of advice would be do your research and think about the culture of that organisation, because it's just so important that the culture is aligned to your own set of values.
Those candidates that have done a lot of homework definitely stand out in interview.
Okay, so that was a video about the point of view of the people who hire people. So, but when we go to ask for a job, what do we do? So in order to talk about this topic, we have some questions. And this is the first question. What do you think are the 5 most common questions asked at a job interview? So have you ever had a job interview, Jare?
Culture, schedule, and I don't remember values. I don't know.
But have you ever had a job interview? Have you ever?
Repeat the question?
Yes, sure. Have you ever go to ask for a job?
Yes. When
Yes.
I start to work in my job for teacher in primary school.
Okay, so you had an interview. So in that interview, which ones were the questions they asked you? Tell me at least 3 of those questions.
My experience in the job with children, and I don't remember.
Okay, well,
9 years. Have 9 years in my work.
Your job experience, yes. So we commonly ask about personal information, if we are married or not, if we have kids, We also ask about the professional or job experience. And we
Yes.
also ask about our preparation. If we have a bachelor degree or a master's degree, in which subject, and all those things. So when we are English,
When I
yes.
start to work, I don't have okay. I have a 1 year experience and I don't have a degree license. ¿Cómo se dice licenciatura?
A bachelor degree.
Okay, I don't have.
Bachelor degree. Okay, but are you studying right now, or do you?
Yes. In my, I s- I I finished my
Bachelor
licenciatura. No sé decir licenciatura.
Bachelor.
Bachelor
Bachelor.
in, in preschool.
In preschool. Oh, you did it with the Ceneval?
Yes, two times.
Oh, good. So you presented that exam and then the portfolio?
Yes.
And it was difficult?
I passed the exam the last year, but I don't. No alcancé a pasar.
You passed the exam and then you deliver the portfolio?
I wait for the plaza, but I don't. No alcancé, pues.
Okay, that's okay, don't worry. So, talking about the interview, let's look at the second question. What are some things you should do for a job interview? How about things you shouldn't do? So there are always things that we should do and other things that we shouldn't do. So examples of these ones could be that we should go or we should dress in a formal way, for example. And we shouldn't get late. So can you say other things or any other thing that we should do and another one that we shouldn't do?
Okay. To look for a job interview, single or married? Are you single or married? Do you have children or kids?
Okay.
Do you like your job?
Okay, those would be the questions, right?
Uh-huh.
But what things or which things we shouldn't do when you go to ask for a job? What do you think we shouldn't do? I mean, the things that are not correct, that are not appropriate, which ones we shouldn't do?
My euros in my experience, I don't know, with kids, when you start to work with kids, you have many errors.
Errors, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But let's focus on this question. Look, when we go to ask for a job, there are things that we shouldn't do. For example, getting late. If you have a job interview, you shouldn't get late. Another example, or about things that we should do to take our CV with us. When we go to a job interview, you need your CV. So you should take your CV to the job interview. So can you give me 2 more examples about what we should do in a job interview and what we shouldn't do?
You shouldn't
Tell me, you can do it.
I don't. Well, okay. Your representation, your physical.
Okay.
Don't dirty. Don't be dirty. No estar sucio. Or
Okay, you should go. I don't know. You should take a bath before going a job interview. That will be the sentence. You should take a bath before. I think that is a good one.
arrive on time.
You should arrive on time. Yes, it's another one. And what about the things we shouldn't do? The things we should not do.
I don't know.
What we shouldn't do? What things? Okay, we shouldn't get late.
Eat in the interview.
That's a good one. You shouldn't eat during a job interview. That causes a bad impression, right? That is a good one. Yes, well done. Okay. So, question. How many jobs have you had?
Two jobs.
2 jobs. And the both of them about teaching?
No, I work in a fabric.
In a factory.
Factory.
And what you
Yes,
did there? What were your functions in that factory?
I threw the tomatoes in a waste basket.
Okay, it was like a maquila factory or something like that?
Yes.
Oh, good. Where do you live? Do you live in Sinaloa?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. That is common there, right?
Yes.
Good. So, talking about interview. Let's read the second question, the screen. How should a person dress when they go for a job interview? What do you think? Oh, how should a person dress? I mean, dressing in which way?
Okay. I think the persons were men with a tie, a suit, shoes, black shoes, and women's I think with a skirt, blouse, a scarf. No, okay, no scarf.
Well, sometimes, no? Sometimes we can wear a scarf. It's nice.
Maybe the weather.
If it's cold, you can wear a scarf.
With high heels. ¿Cómo se dice zapatillas? Heel.
Yes, heels.
And a bag. I don't know.
And a bag.
Una bolsa, pues.
Yes, a handbag.
Handbag.
Okay, so there is like a new tendency in which the persons now dress in a different way. How old are you?
I'm 3 years old.
30 years old. So we still have that idea, but that we should dress in a very formal way, with suits and heels and blouses and all those things. But during the last years, 5 years ago up to today, the young people dress in a different way. So I have been working with very important people that is in very important positions and international companies, and they are always wearing jeans and tennis shoes and t-shirts or shirts, very relaxed. So what do you think about that? Do you think it's okay? Because this new tendency is changing that way in which we dress, or that idea we have about wearing very formal clothes and in a very formal way. So what do you think about?
I think depend the place. If you have in a restaurant, waiter or chef, if you are a chef, you dress a uniform or waiter. If you work if you work in a company, you dress a formal clothes. If you depend the place, I think depend the place. I work with kids every day.
Uh-huh.
I wear jeans and a t-shirt and shoes.
Okay, well, yes, because we as teachers, we need to be in a continuous movement, right?
Yes.
So we cannot be like as we work in an office where you are only sitting at the desk or working with a computer. A teacher's job is different. So I agree with that. We should dress in a very comfortable way.
Yes.
But well, let's skip these questions because it's a little bit late. But let's pass to these ones. What are some of the best jobs you can think of? And what are some of the worst jobs you can think of? So, I was reading an article the other day, and that article was describing a survey. You know what a survey is? Is when people ask another persons about some questions. So, and the question was exactly that one. Which one is the worst job that can exist? And it was shocking to me read the results, because most of the people think that being a teacher is one of the worst jobs that can exist. Do you think is that true?
No, it isn't, because depend if you like it. If you don't like your profession, it's the worst. But did you like the profession? I love my profession.
Yes, they said, well, I was reading about that. And they said that being a teacher is one of the worst jobs because it's very stressful. And particularly being a teacher in preschool and middle school. So that they say, well, that people or those persons said that those jobs are the most stressful jobs and the most difficult jobs. So, what level do you teach, Yare?
I don't listen.
What level do you teach? Preschool and elementary.
I work in a in a primary school and preschool. For me, preschool is very tired.
It's
I don't work in a preschool. In this moment, I work in a primary.
okay. And do you think working at preschool is one of the worst jobs that
No,
exists?
no, it isn't, but it's very tired. Work with uh, mm,
It's tired, but it's not bad. I mean,
with
as you said, if you like it can be the
yes, I like work with kids, but when you work with preschool kids, uh, it's very tired because you can see all the time and don't don't cut the picture wrong and sit down and let's sing and let's dance and all the time you can sing, dance, and attract to students.
yeah. You need to catch their attention, right?
You work in a primary, uh, the kids writing, reading, sometimes dance, sometimes sing, but they are working.
Mm-hmm.
And you are uh, inspect only.
Okay, you just go with them and they can work by themselves. But preschool is a little bit different, you're right. Roxana, can you listen to me?
Yes, hello.
Hello. I know you have been, I mean, you had problems with the Zoom application and you're in your iPhone, right?
Uh, no, I didn't enter in the conversation because I had classes of English class, but I finished this course, so I will have the conversation class, the others classes.
Okay. So we are almost finishing this session because it finishes 1 minute ago. But let's finish with these two questions. I'm here talking with Yare, and we were talking about jobs. Which ones are the best or the worst jobs, and how many jobs we have, and all those questions. But Yare, let me ask you this. How long do you want to work?
How long?
You know, I just want to work 6 more years, and that's it. Because my husband is going to
Yes.
is going to get he's going to retire in 6 years, so I don't want to work anymore. So that is my plan. I just gonna work 6 or 7 more years, and that's it. And then I'm gonna travel all around the world. So how long do you want to work?
I want to work 20 years more.
20 more years teaching. So when you were 50, right? Because you're 30.
Yes.
In that moment, you're gonna stop and you're gonna go and travel all over the world. Would you like
Maybe.
to go? Because that is what I want to do. I want to go to Europe. I want to go to, I don't know, to Asia, to Egypt, to many places. But that is after stop. I mean, in 7 years. So what about you, Roxana? How long do you want to work?
Maybe 16 years more.
16 years. How
I
old are you,
think.
Roxana?
Sorry,
How old are you?
I'm 34 years old.
34. So you
Yes.
both are very, very young. So yes, we could work like 20 or 25 more years, 20, 25. There are teachers that are in their 60s and they are still working. I think being a teacher is a hard job, so we need to stop before those ages. No? But well, anyway, sometimes we can have teachers that are very, very old, and they just don't want to stop. So that depends on the person. So let's finish the session with this question. What will be the most satisfying job for you? Okay, I know we are teachers. Roxana, are you a teacher too?
Yes.
Perfect. So let's change a little bit the question and let's say 3 things that we like the most about being a teacher. What do you like the most about being a teacher, Yari? Tell me just.
I love teach and see my kids when are learning, speak, and I enjoy dancing.
You enjoy to see your kids?
Yes. When they are learning about the topic, I satisfied.
Okay.
I am very satisfied.
Uh-huh. Oh, yes. Another one?
When they learn to write, when they learn to eat.
Okay, cool. Well, let me put the sentences in order. So you enjoy your kids. You like to see how they are learning and how they are working and how they are speaking, so how they are producing. So what about you, Roxana? Which ones are the 3 things that you like the most about being a teacher?
When the kids enjoying the class, and when the next class I ask for them about the last class, and they participated with motivation and in the class.
Okay, so yes, tell me.
These things for me are very satisfactory.
Okay, so that is what you like the most. So I think it's the same. Now that we as teachers, we like to see our kids growing, but in every aspect. Watch them grow, but in every aspect. As they grow and pass the school year, they learn, they produce, they start developing skills and all those things that we do when we are teachers, right? So let's close this session today. We start a little bit late, but we need to start at 9 Mexico City time, and I think in Sinaloa it's 8 to 9.
Yes.
So I am gonna be here every Tuesday waiting for you guys to work with another topic, okay? So thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here with me this night, and I hope you have a great night. Thank you.
Are you Rosie?
Sí.
Okay.
Yes, I'm Rosie.
Rosie,
Okay,
I
Rosie,
can
thank you.
enter the last weeks.
The last weeks. Yes, I noticed that, but don't worry. Remember that these sessions are only to be developing oral skills. So don't worry, your grade in the platform, or well, your grade for the course, it's going to be taken from the platform. So let's work on those exercises, and let's do the assignments and the assessments and everything there in the platform, and everything's going to be fine. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Rosie.
Have a good night.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.